Welcome to Griffin, Georgia. We are here at the APP Atlanta Metro Open. We're picking up live here. Matchup here on Championship Court. Kyle Yates and Lacey Schneeman taking on Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold. Early round matchup here. We're in game 3. Stratman and Arnold took game 1 11-6. Game 2 went to Yates and Schneeman 11-9 in a tight one. Dominic Catalano here alongside me, Cameron Blackwood. Cameron, welcome.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
All right, we're picking up early here in game number 3.
What I'd like to see here in game 3 is, in game 1, you guys didn't get to see it, but Julian was all over the place, being very aggressive, taking over most of the court. I would like him to find that fire again, see if they can't get some momentum their way.
Yeah, he got a little quieter in game 2. And Julian feeds off that aggression and that high energy play.
I think he had an Andiamo the second point of the entire match.
Yeah.
That's how fired up he was in that first game.
3-0-2. Side out. Yes. 0-3-1. Out. Second server.
I like Lacey still being aggressive with that nice deep serve. Can really set them up for that third shot.
Oh, Kyle trying to be very active right there in the middle, trying to make something happen. I like it. He got a little frustrated in game number 1 when they came out, and he was doing that, just wasn't finding much success, but has found it in game 2 and into game 3. Oh, a little love off the tape for Yates.
Little breeze starting to pick up as well. You can see it start to move the ball here just a little bit.
A little wide there on the forehand cross court from Schneeman. And Stratman and Arnold extend their lead 4-0 here in game 3.
Probably a timeout coming if they win this next point.
So it's either a timeout or they're going to hold and use that end change, because the change ends here at 6. So no timeout. I mean, if I'm going to take one, I'm going to take one maybe a little earlier, because get that free one at 6, but 5-0 lead here for Arnold and Stratman. That's big side out, but Schneeman and Yates need to answer here.
They need at least one before that.
Yeah.
In change.
Well, Arnold will give it to him. And 5-1.
And it's just been those simple little dinks that he's been missing. And I think that's just taking away some of his confidence that he had in that first game. Kitchen game is not going Stratman and Arnold's way right at the moment.
Oh, nice get from Yates. Wow. Great lob from Stratman, but good rundown from Yates. Wow, nice points right there. Good recovery from Yates on the ball off the tape, and then a great lob from Stratman there. Nice finish from Schneeman.
What I really like what Schneemann and Yates are doing right now is slowing it down just a little bit till they get that pop-up ball. They've noticed that Stratman and Julian have been missing some of those easy dinks in the kitchen. So hitting a couple more there, they're creating some pop-ups and getting that finishing ball.
And here comes Schneemann and Yates again, down 5-0, and then a 4-0 run here for Schneemann and Yates to get right back in this third game. So you and I saw earlier in game 1 and 2, Yates, like you can see right there, he's looking at his paddle. It's very humid here right now, and so he keeps going to the sideline to wipe off his paddle. So do the other players right now, because the humidity is building up on that paddle, and what it does, it makes it slick. So the paddles lose that grit even more when the humidity kind of hits that. So you'll see the players today going to the towel with it being overcast, the humidity very high, and so that, you know, humid weather right now causing some slickness on all the players' paddles. Oh, good adjustment, though, from Schneemann off the tape, but we'll go long, and we'll have an end change here with Stratman and Arnold up 6-4 in game number 3. But Cameron, what are you seeing? You know, that's a nice answer, though, from Schneemann and Yates as they're going down 5-0. What do Schneemann and Yates need to continue to do here in game 3 to kind of overcome this little mini deficit now?
Be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Be consistent. Make those balls, even if they're an easy dink, doesn't matter, because Lauren and Julian are missing those. Not often, but keeping them honest, making sure that they're moving them around in that kitchen, and it's really creating some great opportunities. So continue to be patient and be consistent. That's what's going to get them the win here in this third game.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here, but I like the answer from Schneemann and Yates after going down 5-0. Answer with 4 of their own and a 4-0 run. But now Stratman and Arnold get the end change on their terms, up 6-4, but again, still much better than being down 6-0 on an end change, and you're 6-4 within striking distance.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, too, what you're going to see today, because the humidity and it's so thick in the air, these rallies are going to go a little bit longer. The ball's going to stay in play. So look for that as well.
Nice leave right there, but
just
a good speed up.
stay consistent.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Just play within themselves. A lot of times you think you have to do more than you have to, and you don't. Just put the ball over the net.
Unforced error there from Schneemann. Free point there for Stratman and Arnold. Can't have those at this juncture in the match in game 3.
7-4-2.
Called the very back of that
Yeah.
line back there.
It's tough for us to see right here from where our vantage point in the booth, because you can't really see that. Arnold and Yates kind of joking back and forth. And again, those firefights, you can get into those firefights all you want, but it's the person who can get on top of the ball, get it down to the opponent's feet, who's going to win those majority of the time, and Arnold shows it right there.
4-7-2.
Nice finish there from Kyle Yates.
Julian confirming that that ball did, in fact, hit the line. It was in.
5-7-2.
Oh, and off the tape actually helped Schneemann right there, because if Arnold's able to not hit the tape, that's a clean winner, but she can't dig it off the tape.
See, I would like them to slow it back down, get in those long dink rallies. That's when they're finding Lauren and Julian making those minor mistakes at the kitchen line. They're not winning these firefights when it starts to speed up. So slow it back down and get consistent.
7-5-1.
That's a nice drive from Stratman right there. Keeps that nice and low. Arnold can't finish on the block from Yates, but keep it nice and low like that. Creates some shape on it. Yates ends up popping that up just a little. Oh, good read there. Yates reads that speed up really well there. Oh, Schneemann gets 2, but can't get that third there, Cam.
Seen a lot of Ernie's this game.
Yeah.
This entire match, actually.
5-7-2.
Wow, what a defense right there from Kyle Yates on the around the post, but Stratman just came right back at it.
Incredible point. When you're in the third set, it's this tight. You're back and forth. What are you looking to create on your side to finish out this match?
I mean, right now, again, like you said, it's the consistency. It's getting out of those firefights, and right now, Arnold and Stratman are coming out on top. And see, and that's what the pace they want to play. So if I'm Yates and Schneemann, slow it down, wait for your opportunity.
And they're giving them opportunities. They
Right.
just need to capitalize on them.
8-5-1.
What a read from Yates right there. He saw Stratman drop that paddle head and go for that lob. He had already taken 2 steps back before she even hit that ball.
Smart thing to do, too, because you have to establish outside that kitchen line, and a lot of times you push off from that kitchen line and it's a fault. So for him to recognize it early, get both feet set before he can go ahead and take it out of the air was very smart on his part.
Right out.
Well, Schneemann and Yates get the side out again, but they've been stuck on 5 here for a while.
I like the changeup.
Yeah, easy ball there for Schneemann. She knew it as soon as it hit her paddle.
5-8-2.
Nice finish. Good setup there from Yates. You heard Stratman go watch because she knew she made a mistake. Yates there with the put away. Back within 2.
6-8-2.
Oh, nice
It's a great-
counter right there, right, Cam, from Yates?
Great take by him.
What's he do there, though, that sets that up?
That first ball really sets him up for that. And instead of waiting, what tends to happen is sometimes we think, oh, let's wait for it to bounce. Let's have a nice ball in to make sure we're set up for the next one. He goes ahead and changes that, goes straight for that backhand winner. And what that does is it takes time away from Julian and Lauren to get set up. So anytime you can take time away from your opponent and go in and punch that ball for a winner, you should absolutely do that.
Nice run there from Schneemann and Yates. They get back within 1. 8-7. Stratman and Arnold get the side out.
8-7-1.
Oh, so Yates goes no. Schneemann wants that one. 2-handed backhand put away. Kind of smirks at her.
That's much better. On those put-away balls, as you're seeing, they're creating more of an angle versus the put-away ball just deep back into the court where your opponents can get it back. So creating those angles and those put-aways. are getting them the points. Great hold.
Yeah, good hold there from Schneemann and Yates. Don't give up any more points. Get that side out within one.
I'd like to see another shake and bake here by Kyle.
Wow, great misdirect on the backhand from Yates as Stratman was looking for him to go middle there. He flipped forehand.
What a great setup, though.
Right, it's a good setup right there, but Schneemann lets that ball drop too much. She's got to reach in and get that. She let it get on her too much. She's got to get that at a higher point. She let it drop too much, goes off the tape. Oh.
Kyle again taking that initiative. Not letting it drop and punching it right away.
Right, and it's a strategy you see a lot from top-level singles players. Taking that ball out of the air, not giving your opponent time to set up. Yates doing it right now, gives them a 1-point lead. The drop. I mean, Yates is back here on the back fence, dropping that ball. But now, flip the script there, Cam. Yates and Schneemann with a 1-point lead.
Finally getting off 5, and now they're ahead.
Nice reset from Arnold. Great job and great work through the transition area by Julian Arnold there, Cam.
Absolutely, and when you're working your way up to the kitchen, some people think you have to do it in one shot. It may take you 3 or 4 shots, and that's okay.
Right.
I always say don't hurry up to lose the point.
Oh no, and an unforced error and a return of serve from Schneemann will flip it, and Stratman and Arnold move into control and will have a match point on their paddle after this timeout. And so right now, Cam, you're Yates and Schneemann. What do you need to do? I mean, they're not struggling at all. They came back, they battled back, they took a 9-8 lead, but 2 quick points from Stratman and Arnold now.
I would love for whoever's returning, if it's Lacey, go ahead and hit a nice drop and have Kyle follow that in with a nice punch. Do not let that ball drop. Really catch him off guard, take the ball out of the air, keep being aggressive with those angles. That's what's gotten them off 5 and up to 9, and they need to go ahead and see if they can't get this momentum back. I think right now, though, with return of serve, slow it down.
Yeah.
Get in a dink point, just get the side out, then come back and be aggressive.
And hard part here, too, is they got to hold twice. Is Stratman and Arnold on first server here still.
Slow it down if I'm Kyle and Lacey.
10-9-1.
Nice. Wow, great adjustment from Schneemann, too, as Arnold clipped the tape right there. Wow. There's one hold, Cam. Need another.
They have it in them.
10-9-2.
Wow, and that's a gutsy pull there from Schneemann, too, because she reached in and mishit that pull.
The confidence that she has just in this match and even in the prior 2 months is night and day. To be able to pull the trigger knowing she can finish that point is giving Kyle the confidence then to get a little bigger in this game.
Right here, Schneemann and Yates need to answer here, tie this up. They do not want to have that ball on the other side of the net and another opportunity at a match for Arnold and Stratman. That's a good setup there from Stratman as they were just going toe-to-toe, taking those balls out of the air.
And if you notice Lacey with her dinks, she has more of a flick dink with her forehand. She uses a lot of wrist, just like in her serve. You'll see her more of a flick serve than using her shoulder. Same thing with her with her dinks in the kitchen, and it can create a pop-up, which is what you saw, and Lauren went ahead and finished that.
Oh, and long on the cross-court dink from Schneeman, Cam, and I see the reaction on your face. It's just, it's upsetting to see that because they did come all the way back, battle back. What a match. Nice job from Schneeman and Yates, but they'll have some work to do. What I like here is Kyle Yates coming over to Lacey, big smile on his face. You know, they're going to get back in this, and they're going to be a team to watch on that bottom half of the bracket. But Stratman and Arnold moving on in a tough 3-gamer right there. 11-6, 9-11, 11-9. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we return, our next matchup here on Championship Court number 1 at the Atlanta Metro Open here in Griffin, Georgia. Don't go anywhere.
The APP Atlanta Metro Open, brought to you by PowerPlate. Selkirk Pickleball. Pickleball Central. SunMed. And Head Pickleball.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
PPR is proud to be a partner with the APP Tour, which features 18 tournaments and more than $750,000 in prize money. Several PPR members play in APP tournaments throughout the year. Are you at least a 3.5 pickleball player? Then become certified to teach with PPR. Check out our website at www.pprpickleball.org. And as the saying goes, do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. So give us a call at 843-842-9777. We look forward to hearing from you.
Next Gen Pickleball.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hiya, my name is Stacy Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Learn to play better pickleball for free with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
Welcome back to Griffin, Georgia, site of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, APP Atlanta Metro Open. Say that 3 times fast. That is an absolute mouthful right there. But we do have a good matchup coming here next for you on Championship Court. Your 4 and 5 seeds battling it out in a quarterfinal matchup. Vivian David and Brendan Long taking on Paris Todd and Deckel Barr. Dominic Catalano alongside me. I mean, someone needs no introduction. She's been around for, well, she's not been around a while, but
not at all.
I've gotten to work with her at MLP, and she is one of the best out here. Cameron Blackwood joining me. She'll be with me all weekend long throughout this National Championship Series, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, where the APP Atlanta Metro Open. Cameron, going into this matchup, another good one, a quarterfinal matchup. We talk about the two teams. Both have one match under their belt. Both of these teams had a bye. Vivian David and Brendan Long took out Bobby Oshiro and Johnson Cola, 5 and 10. So 11-5, 12-10 to get here. And Paris Todd and Deckel Barr took out Megan Fudge and Ryler DeHart, 11-3, 11-8 to reach this quarterfinal. What are you looking for out of this matchup here, Cam?
Well, this is going to be a great match because you have Deckel and Viv on opposite sides of the court.
Right, a long-time partnership.
Yeah, long-time partnership. So we're used to seeing them on the same side, so they know each other's game incredibly well. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for them to maybe go ahead and switch it up maybe a little bit, so they're not going back into patterns that both of them are used to. Mm-hmm. I'm also looking for a lot of length with Paris and Deckel. They're very lengthy players. They can cover probably the majority of their court, even just with their wingspan.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for them to maybe get the lead, and then once Viv really settles in, she can outdink anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing, and I've talked about it numerous times about Vivian David and what she's done to her game over the past year and a half. When Vivian started playing, not too long ago, 3-4 years ago, Vivian was strictly a resetter. She would reset, she would play soft. She didn't have the aggressive play, quote unquote. Now Viv has added that to her game. And so what she's looking for that slow game to set up her pace. Also look at Viv too, and she has recently gone through a paddle change. She was using a different paddle for a little while. Now she switched over to that carbon, and so I think she's getting a little more action too from the paddle. So look for her to she's already looking in warm up. She's going around the post on her partner already. So, but yes, and like you said too, on the flip side of that, with Paris Todd and Deckel Barr, long players, good reach. Paris, I will look to be even a little more aggressive than Deckel. So you look for Paris to probably speed up a little sooner than Deckel. Paris likes to play that fast game. So We got a good one coming up here, but this will be interesting to see. It's the first time I've seen Paris since MLP, where she had that injury. So coming back from that and see where she's at. So look for a lot of action here in this one, a lot of speed ups, but a good match coming up for you here.
Yeah, and one thing to remember too, if you're Paris and you're Deckel, do not speed up to Vivian's backhand.
No.
I mean, that's what she's looking for. It's the kill shot for her, and she rarely will miss it. So, you know, when you're going to hit those speed ups, yes, you're looking for middle because you want the confusion, but making sure that it's the right height so she can't tee off on that. And then when you're, as you can see in the warm up, when you're hitting those dinks, Paris has to be careful not to roll it a little bit too wide. Viv is she can get so low that she can wait till the last second and then hit that around the post. So she's very, very dangerous when it comes to that.
Yeah, and like you pointed out, exactly that is she likes to sit on that two-hander. So she'll have that cocked and ready to go. So you got to avoid it as much as possible. And then again, still not many people probably familiar with Brendan Long, but Brendan has over the past year made his presence felt on the pro scene, playing very well, plays a lot with Rob Cassidy, mixes up a lot. But Brendan, a Southwest Florida guy, I've known Brendan since I moved to Florida 9 years ago, when you know, and Brendan has gone through some big changes in his life. Physically, he is completely in shape right now, looks incredible. He's lost the weight of equivalency of a Backstreet Boy. So he has really put himself, you know, in good shape and in good position. The game has always been there, and now the stamina there with it, he is incredible. Got some great hands, and that's just, it's being known now along and on both tours that he is someone to not be, you know, looked over.
Oh, he's a solid player.
Yeah.
And then you mix him in with Viv.
Right, exactly.
Solid team. So
right.
I'm looking for Deckel here to set up a lot of those points. Like I said in the beginning, I think they might get a good lead here with his heavy serve.
Yeah.
If he can hit that heavy serve, Paris is going to come in swinging hard. So they're going to have to deaden that pace and make sure that they can set up their shots in the game they want to play.
And like you talked about, the heavy serve of Deckel Bar, and that's another weapon of Brendan Long's. Is watch his serve. He hits a very, very hard serve. He hits a heavy ball. So look for that to be another weapon for Vivian David and Brendan Long as well. So as these players finish their warm-up, or just about finished, I think got a 1 minute call here. But we are here in Griffin, Georgia at the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, part of the APP Atlanta Metro Open here on Championship Court, this quarterfinal matchup. And let's take a look at the other quarterfinals that could be set right now. We have another quarterfinal set. Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold will be taking on Georgia Johnson and Dylan Frazier.
I'm excited for that one.
And the top half, your 2 seed, Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil, will be taking on Lee Whitwell and Andre Daescu.
Let's talk about Andre. Wow, is he playing incredible pickleball.
He is. Andre really is. We talked about him a little more last weekend as well, and what happened with Andre over the last year or so. He's always been a great player, but what has happened is he's been able to concentrate a little more on playing. Has a great job over there in Jupiter, Florida, and his club. Before he wasn't allowed to travel as much. Now he's able to travel a little more and play a lot more tournaments, and that's just showing in his game. And then also Simone Jargim and J.W. Johnson waiting on the Corinne Carr, DJ Young, Sarah Ansbury, Rafa Hewitt match. They'll get the winner of that in our other quarterfinal.
Probably a 3-setter right there.
Yeah, so that one possibly going to 3 games right there, and we'll see who comes out on top of that. That's an 8-9 matchup with the Carr, Young, Ansbury, Hewitt, but looks like players are ready to go here, and we'll have this matchup here on Championship Court. Weather has cooperated with us so far today. There's actually that big bright orange ball is starting to come out in the sky, so we'll see, but no rain right now. Rain possible later on, late in the afternoon. But right now, we are good to go. Vivian David big smiles coming over saying hi to us. Of course, she's so nice.
She could hit you in the face and smile, and you're like, oh, maybe I should go hug her.
Yeah, and that's it too, right? Like she's sucking you in, right? It's part of her game, right? She's sucking you in with that big smile.
I love it.
But then don't go to sleep on that because she's coming right at you, with that two-hander hard, and she'll apologize after she drills you right in that left shoulder.
And she really means it. It's not a sorry, not sorry. She really does.
Oh, she does, but she's not taking it back.
No. Who would? No.
She's definitely not taking it back, but looks like we're set. Paris Todd, ball in hand. She will be serving. This 2 out of 3 winner moves on to the semifinals.
Right here. Game 1, time in, 0-0-2.
Vivian David right off the bat around the post winner right there for the side out.
That's exactly what I was saying. Paris has to be careful on that roll forehand dink. She cannot get it any bit wide.
Nice Ernie right on cue from Deckel Bar, and that's what you need to watch out from Deckel right there.
You know Deckel and Viv are both saying, yep, we know that shot.
Oh, good finish right there from Long. And again, he comes in, takes that ball out of the air, and finishes. And that's exactly it right there. Is Paris got to be careful of that roll dink on the forehand side because David knows it's going to have some topspin, so she's going to look to take that around the post.
2-0-2.
Especially with Deckel right there. You're not going to want to pop it up at all.
Little confusion in the middle from David and Long. I'd like to let Long have David take that two-hander right there. She had set that up. Let her finish it right there. She's more than capable.
Great hands from Brendan.
Nice little pull there from Barr. He just flips that with that forehand and a little wrist flick.
1-1.
Well, right on cue what you said, Cam, that aggressive serve from Barr.
2-1.
Oof, right on the line.
Oh, just missing that spot right there is Long. What's he looking for right there, Cam?
To keep Deckel honest. I mean, you have to. He loves to suck the middle, which I get. He's a bigger player and he has a lot of wingspan. But if you can just keep him honest, it doesn't even have to be a winner, but just make him think, oh, I got to watch my line. I got to watch my line. Brendan doesn't even really have to hit it that hard. Just move it over just a little bit just to make sure that he's not sucked over too much on Paris' side.
Nice finish there from David, and Long didn't like his return. He knew it was short, but David cleans it up nicely.
he was doing it again.
Right.
Trying to keep him honest. I really like that move by him, even though it didn't go over. I'd like him to continue to work on that.
Nice combo right there, and good read from Long as he comes in. As watch David attack Todd here. Perfect execution by Long right there. I mean, that's textbook. You see him come up, split step, good position to be able to put that backhand away.
And that's what a hard drive creates.
Oh, and David getting it off the back a little bit right there.
Did it hit him?
Yeah, yeah. Watch this replay right here. Is clips right off that left shoulder. Long trying to get sideways and skinny right there. Wow, that's a good ball right there from Long. Oh, and so it's tough from our end. We can't see that corner right here from where we're at. So Todd and Deckel Bar called the ball out. Referee confirmed. Long and David do not agree with the call, but it stands, and Todd and Barr take a 6-3 lead here. And what is it, Cameron, from David and Long they need to do here to answer this 3-point lead for Todd and Barr?
I really like what they're doing right now. I like that Viv's being a little bit more aggressive off that, off of her return. Usually you see her hitting a nice drop and working her way in, but she's hitting that drive, and what that's doing is it's creating a pop-up, so then Brendan's coming in and finishing. They're getting a lot of balls like that. They can go down the middle with it. Brendan, like we're seeing, he's going a little bit behind Deckel, opening that back up. I like that Viv is staying aggressive. What I would like, though, is having Brendan maybe give her a few more of those middle balls. She just has such a good angle because she's so low and compact to the ground that she can really get it at Deckel's feet.
All right, we'll see if we have an answer here from David and Long on the timeout. It's tough right there because you're speeding up at the pair's top, like at her, you know, kind of money spot right there, right? So she wants that ball right there where she's going to be able to speed that up and counter.
It's almost a bait, right? When you're in that dink rally, you almost, when I'm playing, I really like to maybe hit something a little bit higher and then slide immediately because I know the ball's coming back so I can finish. Keeping Brendan honest.
It's good, and Deckel Bar right there with that slap forehand. That's twice we've seen that here early on. Saw it last week in Chicago too. He's getting that scorpion where he just squats really low and almost takes a ball that's at his waist and hits it, ends up hitting an overhead almost.
Sometimes I feel like he's almost sitting on the court when
Right.
he can get that low.
Well, a couple times in Chicago last weekend, he almost had his knee hit the kitchen as he squatted so low. Tough right there as Long gets that ball off the tape from Barr. And that's the combo that Long needs to use right there. Is he noticed Todd back off the line? See where he's at, and he's attacking her. Even if she does counter, she's too deep to counter. So he's going to read every one of those. And then a drop right at Todd right there.
Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit.
Good defense, though, from David trying to get back in that point. Just couldn't get those 2 resets low enough.
I like that David is back there doing that. I think Brendan needs to stay up, and I like her to reset that and get them back in the point.
Nice job by Vivian David setting that up, and what she did was she caught Deckelbar in the middle here. She goes behind, and watch her read this Ernie perfectly.
8-5-2.
Close with that foot, close with that back foot, maybe.
What I liked about that, though, is it doesn't have to be hard to keep someone honest.
Right.
It can just be a nice change of direction, maybe a punch even, but it doesn't have to be anything super aggressive.
Nice hands there from Long, but Barr trying to speed up, but almost speeding up at like 50–60% right there, trying to get a mistake out of Long. He doesn't. Ooh, that's tough right there, and I think Todd even hits an out ball here, and the speed up was tough here from Long. He's way in. Todd said, I'd rather finish this right here. Puts down right at Vivian David's feet. Nice job by Paris Todd.
Paris is moving great.
She
doesn't
really
seem
is.
to be hurting at all. Wow.
That's exactly what they needed here. Right after this side out, nice finish again, taking that ball out of the air. See, it has Paris Todd backed up all the way in that transition area. And the free point there from Barr. They're going to take that timeout again. You know, even the best players in the world, it happens to, and you've seen Barr, he's trying to get up on the stack, right? So what he's doing, he's moving away from the ball before he finishes hitting it, right? So that's what causes that miss hit right there, and it's off the tape and off the end of the net. He needs to hit that ball, return it first, then get over on the stack. You guys watching right there, it's hit the ball first, then go second. Don't try and do both at the same time. Vivian David agrees with my advice. See that
She rarely does, but
she rarely does agree with me. But yes, but players are so close to us right here. I can't say anything, right? But again, a nice little run here from David and Long. They're right back in this on serve within 2. What do they need to continue to do here to Cam to knock into this lead?
I think what Brendan's doing is great right now. He's trying to push Paris off her line, and Viv's consistent enough to do that as well. So I think if Brendan can keep being aggressive, pushing her off the line, and then keeping Deckel honest, they're going to get right back in this.
Oh, for sure.
I'm in. 7-9-2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
So Todd tried to light up Long here. Watch that. She reads him going for this, but she tries to hit him. And his paddle just right in the right position at the right time. Nice finish there from Long. Oh, and Long getting big right there in the middle. All tied up here now at 9, Cam. Here we go.
Brendan here keeps everything so compact. You never see his paddle coming to his body or behind it. Everything is out in front. That's how he can continue to hit a nice quick forehand, backhand, and finish that because he's not late with a big swing.
Nothing Long can do right there. Barr getting the roll over the tape, but a nice run from David and Long here to tie this up at 9.
Brendan's feeling it. He wants this side out quick.
Oh no, and again, it's the same thing, right? He's trying to get up on the stack, but is hitting and running at the same time. Game point here for Barr and Todd. That is a tough shot at a tough point right now. If she misses this, Vivian David, it's game over.
Watch her sit. Wait, wait, now.
Stays nice and compact, right? Beautifully done.
I think she practices that a time or two.
Nice, and right there, David and Long fight off 2 game points. Nice job.
See, Brendan kept pushing Paris back in that transition zone, and what happens is you watch Deckel then go to help Paris, and he goes back in that transition zone. So now Brendan and Viv are in charge of the point, get a pop-up, get the point.
Oh, and Long gets a ball he wants right there in the middle, just can't get on top of it enough. That's not the speed up I want out of Vivian David right there.
No.
She knows it too. She needs to get that cross court, stay in that, look for something else, but it'll be a game point number 3 here for Todd and Barr. Oh, Barr tries to duck underneath the speed up from Brendan Long here. Watch this. Brendan comes over, Long looks at us and goes, "You ever seen a headshot below the net?" That's exactly what happened right there. As Deckel Barr tried to duck underneath it, but again, they save another game point. Oh, and the little tricky speed up there from Deckel Barr will give him and Paris Todd game number 1 by a score of 11-9. So game 1 to Todd and Barr, 11-9. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 2 here from the Atlanta Metro Open in Griffin, Georgia. Don't go anywhere.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Game number 2 here in a pro mixed doubles quarterfinal matchup. Your 4 and 5 seeds battling it out here. Paris Todd, Dekel Bar taking game number 1, 11-9 over Vivian David and Brendan Long. Vivian David to serve here to start game number 2. The exact start that Paris Todd and Dekel Bar wanted. Easy one, a quick side out.
0-0-1.
Oh, what recovery from Long. Cam, you look shocked at me.
No,
Love it.
I love how aggressive he's being right off the bat because he knew that worked for him game 1. Sometimes people want to set into the game and get a feel for it. No, he knows exactly the game plan and executed it right from that very first.
Wow, nice ATP there from the big man, Dekel Bar. Watch how patient he is with this. He knows his ball's going to sail, lets it get as low as possible. Doesn't do much with it. Knows David's going to get that back over, but finishes. Big forehand.
For people at home, they now have to practice hitting after the ATP, hitting that shot.
Yep.
Which is something that you really didn't have to think about. It was just, oh, it was an ATP, it's a winner. But now you can counter that. So looking for the ATP and then adjusting right away, knowing that the ball's probably going to come back and then hit that finishing ball.
Wow, there's that big serve from Dekel Bar, goes right off that line, and it is a quick 4-0 lead here for Todd and Bar in game number 2.
This is how I thought game 1 was going to go.
Right, exactly.
4-0-2.
One more here and possibly a timeout from David and Bar, or David and Long, but they do hold right there, so they stop that little run of 4 by Todd and Bar.
0-4-1. Let's go.
Nice finish there from Brendan Long. A little half Ernie right here as he just steps over that sideline, finishes with the backhand. Tough return there from Bar. Cuts through that, but it was short too.
1-4-2.
A lot of spin on that return.
Right. David and Long do get on the board. It's off 0, so within 3 here, but Todd and Bar still a ton of momentum here to start game number 2. Wow, Cam, that's a great drive, yeah?
That was one of the first drives I've seen out of Paris, and I would like her to stay aggressive. She has great ground strokes, and they're very, very low to the net, so it creates a lot of people when they go to try and counter that right in the net.
Tough speed up right there from Long. I think he gets away with one right there on the Bar forehand, though.
5-1-2.
Little hands battle right there, but into the net off the paddle of Paris Todd and a side out. But Todd and Bar do add to their lead, Cam.
A lot shorter points than the first game.
Right.
I think they were trying to really fill out each other, who's going to go for what, weaknesses, strengths, patterns, strategies. Now I think it's a...
Wow. I mean, first and foremost, talk about the long drive here. This is a sick drive where he keeps it so low. All Bar could do was kind of cut at that, but he cuts at it so much it takes off right back into the net.
Incredible shot.
And just like you would do, right, Cam?
With my left hand and my eyes closed.
Sure.
That ain't nothing.
So right there, so Bar's crashing on his drive, right? But Todd gets caught in transition. I like to see her try and reset that, because by her speeding it up, Barr's in a tough position because he's all the way up at the kitchen line.
And if she's gonna speed up, I don't mind that, but not middle high at Viv's backhand.
Right.
Maybe go right at Brendan, see if you can't get a pop up or squeeze him a little bit.
I mean, it's tough when he's jumping from the center line almost.
You hear Viv say, great move.
He pushed off from about a foot from the center line, from the service line. It's tough when, you know, you have someone who's so big and so athletic at the same time, Cam. What do you do on the opposite side if you're David and Long dealing with someone like Dekel Bar right there?
I think they did it great in the first game. They kept him honest. And I think right now it was such a quick start. They almost haven't been able to settle in and calm it back down to the game that was winning them so many points in the first game. So I'd like to see them maybe hit a couple more resets, get into a nice stinking game, suck Dekel into that middle to where almost both feet are over on Paris' side, then go ahead and go behind him. Have Viv come over, even if she doesn't fake the Ernie, you have Brendan there. Create some more movement.
Yeah, and it's a perfect point right there, is that when you go behind Dekel Bar is when his foot's over that center line, right? You almost
And it
gotta
is
be,
often.
Right, and you got to be conscious of it. When he's planted on his side, the last thing you want to do is go to his side, because he's going to look for that Ernie all day. 7-1 lead here. Game number 2, Todd and Bar looking to end it in 2.
Oh, you love them when they're yours.
Yeah, I mean, the little half apology from Paris Todd, but a smirk to her partner, Dekel Bar, and they take a 7-point lead. It's tough right there for David to be resetting that. If anyone's going to reset Dekel Bar and keep him honest, it's got to come from the cross court. It can't come from the flat right in front, because he's looking for that.
Good setup in mind.
Yeah, a much needed side out for
Yeah.
David and Long.
Have a little bit of a hole, but if anyone can crawl out of him, it's them.
So we'll see if they can put
Get a nice drop, move on in, start creating your patterns of what worked in the first game. Get some points on the board.
All right, so serve right on the line, it looked like, from Brendan Long right there. They put a crooked number up on the board, and so see if they can continue to add on here and trying to force a third game. So what I love from Paris Todd right here is on her return, she floats it. And what does that do? Because they're stacking, it gives her time to get into position. There's nothing wrong with hitting a soft return of serve. Keep it deep. But if you can float that back, gives you time to get in position, especially as her and Bar are stacking.
And as you can see, when you do hit that soft, almost loft return and you're running in, be prepared for the drive, which is what she did. She knew the drive was coming. She set her feet accordingly.
Wow, so right on Q2, Dekel Bar floats his return, but what does he do? He keeps it within 2 feet of the baseline. He comes up, he's settled, he's in position. Wow, nice ball there from Dekel Bar. I mean, he's earning balls that Vivian David and Brendan Long are back at the baseline.
Well, he's jumping 8 feet.
Yeah, true. David and Long do answer with a couple of their own.
I like that.
Yeah, David
Did not expect it.
David trying to scorpion Dekel Bar back here. So you watch her squat down, try and get on top of this, but just gets on top of it a little too much, and it is match point for Bar and Todd.
Oh, heavy serve, heavy drive.
Yep, off the big forehand there from Dekel Bar, and that will do it here in game number 2 as Todd and Barr will move on by a score of 11-9, 11-3 over Vivian David and Brendan Long. They'll move on to the semifinals. Who they play, yet to be determined, but we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll talk with Dekel Barr and Paris Todd about this victory and moving on to the semifinals. Don't go anywhere.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome back here to Griffin, Georgia. We are here at the APP Atlanta Metro Open. I'm with Paris Todd, Dekel Barr after your quarterfinal victory over Vivian David and Brendan Long. Paris, I'll start with you. Going in that match, 2 players you're very familiar with. What is yours and Dekel's game plan going in there?
You know, I just try and set Deckel up as much as I can, and it's our first time playing together, so it's been really fun. You know, I've had to carry him on my back today. He's a little heavy, so it hurts a little bit, but just keep it going.
I love it. We're talking about that off camera, and I thought she was joking, but she's actually serious. But, you know, Deckel, playing with someone like Parrish, likes to speed the ball, but it's kind of fits into your game plan of you poaching in the middle there, and it happened a couple times. Is that what you're looking for too?
Yeah, for sure. She hits great shots, sets me up. I like the fast game as well, so it's a good combination. It's been great so far.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. Moving on to the semifinals. We'll take a quick commercial break, hear from Griffin, Georgia. When we come back, our next matchup here on Championship Court. Don't go anywhere.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Welcome back to Griffin, Georgia, here at the USA Pickleball National Championship Series APP Atlanta Metro Open. Dominic Catalano alongside me, Cameron Blackwood. Another quarterfinal matchup here. Your 1 and 8 seed, Simone Jardim, and J.W. Johnson taking on Corinne Carr and DJ Young. Cameron, predictions. What do you got here in this one?
All players are very familiar with each other.
Yes.
They know each other's game very, very well. And consistency. You're going to see the girls be very, very consistent. A lot of cross-court dink rallies. I'm looking for Simone to really switch it up a little bit more, maybe than Corinne. Keeping DJ honest. DJ loves to squeeze. You'll see almost sometimes both of his feet on the opposite side, so he'll be over with Corinne on the other side. So I'm looking for them to keep him honest and, you know, get him a little bit frustrated. Then they can run with it a little bit more. On the other side, keep it away from J-Dub.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's on, then, you know, you don't want it in the middle. You don't want anything low. Make sure you're ready to slide with his backhand flick. Anytime you see it low and cocked and ready to go, slide quick. Make sure you counter.
Johnson, Jardine. It's 2 out of 3 to 11, win by 2.
All right, looks like players are set, ready to go. Simone Jardim to serve.
What are you looking forward to seeing in this matchup?
Again, the difference makers are going to be the ladies. You're going to see Carr and Jardim go back and forth with those forehand dinks. You're going to see who, either DJ Young or J.W. Johnson, step in and take those forehands in the middle. A little long with the two-hander from DJ Young.
You do not want a slow start against JW and Simone.
No.
You can't afford it.
No, not against two of the best players in the game. Nice ball there from Krinkar Jardim, saying my bad because I think she played an out ball right there. But they do get on the board here first. 2-0 lead for Jardim and Johnson.
0-2-1.
Oh, nice move there from DJ Young, Cam.
Great move. Like we were talking about earlier, you don't need to let it bounce. If you see it, charge ahead, be confident with your movement, and put that paddle out in front. One of my favorite shots I'm looking forward to watching DJ do is his Ernie inside-out forehand roll. It's a mouthful, but it is something to see, so we'll point it out here when he's definitely going to hit it at some point.
Nice speed up. Good point there from DJ Young. And again, it all depends on what DJ Young comes to play. If it's the confident, controlled DJ Young, then Jardim and Johnson are in trouble. And Carr gets to roll off the tape.
I like that from Corinne.
But the apology from DJ Young, right? So Carr hits the tape, but it's the apology from Young. And they take a 4-2 lead here. That's a quick 4 points here.
Something interesting I want to point out, as you watched that ball get over to DJ and you almost saw him wind up as if he's going to hit a speed up. He didn't. He hit it a nice roll. But you watch Simone take 2 steps back from that line, anticipating a speed up, because she knew she needed that extra time. And if not, then she could go ahead and step in and hit a dink. But very interesting to watch her movement when the ball goes over as to how the opponents are creating a shot.
Nice speed up right at the body by Jardim at Carr. Jardim and Carr early on in their careers were partners. The original top team on the female side of the game. Carr couldn't do anything but just try and hope and get that ball back over eventually Johnson on top of that with the finish.
The flick wasn't hard. It doesn't need to be. As long as you can place it just right and jam your opponent, create a pop-up.
Wow, nice speed up there from Jardim to give J.W. Johnson that put away.
4-4-1. Second server.
All tied up, 4-4.
4-4-2. Side out. 4-4-1.
Oh, and Jardim leaning in right there, catching herself, not falling in the kitchen, but a nice job. Ball sails out over our tents here. They bring that ball back in play. It'll be second server for DJ Young.
4-4-2.
And right on cue, Cam, DJ trying to get to what you were talking about, that Ernie forehand roll, but he can't get enough of it. He kept it just out of his reach enough.
4-4-1.
And not the right ball. He was too out of position to go ahead and be aggressive on that. Love that.
And that's J.W. Johnson being much more aggressive. He's gotten that way over the last year, year and a half.
5-4-1.
When he first started playing mixed doubles, he was kind of timid. Now he's turned into that alpha role. Wow, that's a nice two-handed overhead there from Corinne Carr, and a tough ball. It's actually a good lob, Cam.
You're seeing that more and more in the game now, is men and women are both up in that kitchen using a lob now as an aggressive shot, which you never used to see. Well, that was incredible.
Jardim, I mean, wow. She gets nice and low to hit this and just flips that down the line.
She is another player that can get very low to the ground.
6-4-2. Side out.
And she's loving that new Yola paddle she's using. I'll talk to her about that a couple times and how much more control she gets from it.
You have J-Dub now with the Franklin.
Four, 6-2.
That all started from Corinne's drop. Really pushed Simone back off that line with a nice, deep, heavy roll and created the point from there.
Yep, and you point that out perfectly, Cam, is that it started with the Corinne drop, and it also started with her speed up right after that. Corinne going right at J.W. Johnson.
Side out.
Not a bad idea right there from Carr, but just can't get on top of it enough. They do creep back within one.
Sometimes that happens. You want to be aggressive, but you almost only go 70%. Go 100 or get a drop and get up.
Nice drop right there on the backhand side from J.W. Johnson. They regain that 2-point lead.
7-5-1.
Wow. Great pickup, kept it super low over that net, created that pop-up. One of my favorite things about watching Simone is her court awareness and how much she's reading this game. It's almost like she's reading a book out here and playing at the same time of where she needs to place that ball, what the opponents are doing, what J-Dub is doing, and how she can be successful.
Oh, and gets JW on the side of the head as he's trying to duck and get out of the way of that.
Your score is 8, man.
So second server here for Johnson.
8-5-2. Point.
Again, that's just Johnson being aggressive right there in the middle, coming in, playing hard.
9-5-2. Side out.
Right decision right there from Georgine to start that.
I liked it. I think she was just, it was almost a bait shot, is to kind of hit something a little higher to suck DJ into the middle and then take it hard back behind him. So I like the idea. She just needs to execute it a little bit better.
Ooh, Young coming in hot right there, Cam.
He needs to. He needs to find that fire. He plays better when he's fired up. And right now he's a little flat-footed, a little quiet.
Oh my, and what a good third shot from DJ Young. He took something off it. He went right at the feet of Georgine as she's coming up through the transition area.
I thought it was going to be a hard drive. It was a great changeup.
Wow, hands from Young off the tape right there, Cam.
I think he's just slowly finding his confidence, staying quiet with these nice points that he's getting. But his change of speed right now is what's causing a lot of confusion on the side of JW and Simone.
That point is made by Corinne Carr right there, Cam.
Wow.
I know you're shaking your head saying the same thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, how they're changing up the balls and the pace and the direction is just on point right now. They're not doing anything super special, anything out of what they can or cannot do here. It's just staying super compact, picking your spots, taking a little bit off, and watching it create confusion. And they're getting a lot of points here and creating a lot more confidence on their side.
A nice 3-0 run there from Karen Young, back within one. Big holds right here, though, for Karen Young. I think is a little
Broke
confusion.
that wrist.
Yeah, and I think that Corinne Carr thought that Young was going to take that ball.
Yeah, it looked like she almost just stabbed and wanted to bring her paddle back instead of being strong with it. All right, one more hold here. See if they can't get a side out.
Second opportunity here for game point for Georgine and Johnson. Nice hold. See if they can get back on that run.
How far DJ comes over. He's almost on the sideline on the opposite side, but he creates such a heavy roll that it allows him to do that and then get back.
That's good 1-2 combo from Johnson right there as he just put the pressure on Carr.
I'd like DJ to be aggressive with this. Let's see if they can't get a point off of nice, deep, heavy serve and see if he can't come in.
It wasn't a deep serve, but it was a heavy serve because he got a lot of topspin on it, but it was a great return by Johnson too.
10-8-1.
Game point number 3. Oh, and they just pop up. A little miscommunication causes the pop-up in the middle, and it is an 11-8 victory here for Georgine and Johnson in game number 1 of this quarterfinal matchup. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 2, part of the USA Pickleball NCS Championship Series here at the APP Atlanta Metro Open.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
Griffin, Georgia, site of the NCS, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, the Atlanta Metro Open, part of the APP Tour. A Tier 1 stop here, $65,000 on the line this weekend. Your 1 seed, Simone Jardim, J.W. Johnson, taking game 1 over Corinne Carr and DJ Young by a score of 11-8 here on Championship Court. It's a quarterfinal matchup. Winner of this moves on, and they will face Paris Todd and Deco Bar in the semifinals. So you have that matchup. That'll be coming maybe here. I don't know.
We
don't know. Maybe it'll be a good match, but that'll be a semifinal matchup.
Game 2.
But it's Corinne Carr here to serve in game number 2. Wow, and J.W. Johnson kind of with a smirk there as he goes off the tape twice, and Young can't get that second one.
He keeps that paddle so far out in front of him and just flicks that wrist.
Wow, he goes behind Young right there. But you talked about that early, Cam, before we even started, about Johnson being able to reach in and use that backhand flick so well.
1-0-1.
And he's allowed to do that because he's not bringing the paddle back towards him. So when you're able to keep your paddle out and you just create those little flicks, then you're already reset for the hands battles that start coming back at you.
First attack, yes, from Johnson. Second one, I'm going to say no. It's just a little low on that second one.
He'd probably say no, too.
Yeah.
But I am looking for Johnson to be much more aggressive. I mean, they won that first game 11-8, and he wasn't even firing at 80%. So I'm looking for him to get more aggressive, make more of a statement on the court.
0-1-2.
Jardim off the tape right there. You hear her say no.
That's what DJ Young needs. He needs that confidence of getting a nice 1-2 punch.
Wow, and Carr trying to speed up at Johnson. That's just it's a tough. It's a losing battle because, again, right there, you pointed out, right? He does not take that paddle far back. It's a very quick, short, compact swing.
You can't afford it when you get up to this level.
Oh, Jardim taking that ball out of the air, forcing Young to try and counter, but he overhits it.
2-1-1.
Oh, wow. Jardim trying to sneak that ball up and over Young, but Young having none of it. What's wrong, Cam?
I wouldn't lob over DJ Young.
No.
He's tall, he's agile, he can move really well, he can read balls maybe one or two before they're even going to get played. If you're going to hit the lob, go ahead and go over Corinne. See if you can't get some mix up there, just create any confusion, but I would not have picked to lob that.
All right, so it looks like we are going to go into a rain delay here. It's misting out right now. And
we've been avoiding this.
Yeah, we have. What happens is the court seems fine in general, but it's the lines that get dangerous. The
really
lines
slick.
get a little slick. And, Jardim kind of felt it on that last one. So I think we're going to go into a little bit of a rain delay. All the players agree. It's about the safety of these players right now. So we'll go into this little rain delay here. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll probably pause you on court so you guys can see. Put us on in the background. Just have the screen up there looking for us. When the players start to come back out, you can come back over and join us. But we'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll come back to court, see where we're at.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hiya, my name is Stacy Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Learn to play better pickleball for free with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.